Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we'll be ranking our favourite lesser-known McCartney tracks, focusing on unreleased songs alongside more obscure tunes. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10, Atlantic Ocean.
Feel the rhythm of the Atlantic Ocean. Feel the rhythm of the Atlantic Ocean.
Between 1981 and 1989, Paul McCartney worked on a project now called Return to Pepperland, alongside producer Phil Ramone. Only 2 songs were officially released from this era, Once Upon a Long Ago and Back on My Feet, with the rest ending up on a cassette.
The Atlantic Ocean. Feel the rhythm. Oh, on the Atlantic Ocean.
One of our favorites is the experimental dance tune Atlantic Ocean. It's super 80s, reminiscent of the new wave genre. It was included as a B-side for the 1997 single Young Boy and was later added to the 2020 reissue of Flaming Pie, but has not been officially remastered. Number 9, Clean Machine. If you didn't already know, McCartney loves a good dance track. With such a long career, it seems like he's made one for every decade. This track serves as his attempt to replicate the dance music of the late 90s. It was crafted in 1999 in an effort to advertise Linda McCartney's cycling team. It's one of his most unique songs and is one of the few all-electronic projects. 2 versions were recorded, with one featuring a DJ intro. It was never officially released, but it would have been quite strange if it had been, as it's so stylistically different from all his other music. Number 8, Waterspout.
Daddy loved to dance, though she never gave an answer. He used to follow her all about.
Next, we have our first track from Paul McCartney and Wings. It was included as part of Cold Cuts, an unreleased album recorded between 1970 and 87. The third track on the 1981 collection was Waterspout. It was probably recorded on his yacht in the Virgin Islands in 1977, which potentially inspired its catchy Caribbean groove.
Love comes in, love comes out. At the bottom of the water spout.
It was supposedly set to be released on his 1987 compilation All the Best, but was excluded for unspecified reasons. So decades later, it's still not seen an official release, but thankfully, recordings have been leaked to the public regardless.
Love comes in, love comes out. At the bottom of the water spout.
Number 7, Dance Till We're High. Only the most dedicated McCartney enthusiasts are familiar with his side project, The Fireman, a duo of McCartney and producer Youth.
If we knew what it meant, we would take care.
The group kept their identities anonymous from the moment they formed in 1993 until just after releasing their album Electric Arguments in 2008. It was their final project and got pretty high reviews. Our personal favourite from the album is the tune Dance Till We're High. It's reminiscent of his tunes from decades prior, but it manages to feel refreshing rather than a rehash. If you haven't already checked out The Fireman, we can't recommend them enough. Number 6. Long leather coats.
On the way, said the man who long leather coat as he started his car.
This anthem was fascinatingly co-written by Linda McCartney. It was written for his 9th solo album, Off the Ground, from 1993. It was cut from the album, unfortunately, but was officially released alongside the lead single, Hope of Deliverance, as a B-side.
Help yourself to a handful of everyday sight. Let the party begin.
As the name implies, it's a tune dedicated to supporting animal rights. This is a topic the pair were major advocates for, having written multiple tracks on the topic.
And she sprayed up and down along the coat on the bloody red floor.
This one happens to be our favourite from his lesser-known ones, as it's got great energy and instantly sounds like a classic McCartney anthem. Number 5. Deliverance. Now for another track released alongside the single, Hope of Deliverance. This is a remix of the titular track created by DJ Steve Anderson in 1992. The original tune is a charming ballad driven by McCartney's acoustic guitar. The remix feels totally different. It's a groovy dance tune reminiscent of the house genre. If you find yourself dancing to it, maybe check out some of Anderson's other productions. He's a prolific producer who has worked extensively with Kylie Minogue. Fascinatingly, this track became popular towards the end of 2012, almost 2 decades after its creation. Number 4. Temporary Secretary.
Can you find for me someone strong and sweet fitting on my knee?
This track has become something of a meme among Paul McCartney fans. At release, it was met with overwhelming hatred.
I need a temporary secretary, temporary secretary.
Years later, fans have grown to adore it. It comes from his second solo album, McCartney 2, released in 1980.
She can be a belly dancer, I don't need a true romancer.
The album was pretty reviled at release, except for the handful of palatable tracks like One of These Days.
One of these days, when we both are at our ease.
A lot of people claim it was a precursor to the defining sounds of the 80s, improving opinions of it retroactively. If you're interested in the artist, it's worth checking out the whole album in case you happen to enjoy its eccentric sounds.
Temporary secretary, temporary secretary.
Number 3. Simple as That.
Could you just see my ring by the way that I feel?
McCartney recorded this demo in 1980, but it wasn't released until 1983 as part of his 4th album, Pipes of Peace. It's the final track, so you may not be as familiar with it as its lead singles, Say 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 and Pipes of Peace.
It's as simple as that. Simple as that. As simple as that.
It's one of his more chill tracks with an ambient guitar dominating the instrumentation, reminiscent of the shoegaze genre.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
Make sure not to get it confused with his other track of the same name, released as part of an anti-substance misuse charity album in 1986.
Simple as that. Simple as that. Are you gonna say yes or no?
That tune has an entirely different vibe and even features his wife and kids. Number 2. Où est le soleil? McCartney's 8th studio album was called Flowers in the Dirt and was released in 1989. It was instantly considered one of his best solo albums so far. If you bought the physical release, then your CD or cassette would have come with an extra track, Où est le soleil? It's yet another dance track that McCartney described as very wacky.
The soleil
They didn't spend too much time on it in the studio as they were tired from the rest of the album. This gives it a sort of whimsical, carefree charm. A fun music video was also produced, which features McCartney singing along while someone plays games. The dream of many gamers. Number 1. Rupert Song. Rupert Bear is a popular children's comic strip first created in 1920. In 1984, the adorable bear got his own short film titled Rupert's and the Frog Song. It was entirely written and produced by Paul McCartney, who also played the titular bear. McCartney also made a soundtrack for the bear in the late 70s. Unfortunately, one track from it called Rupert Song never made it to the final product. Turns out he'd been planning this flick not long after the Beatles broke up. If you haven't seen it, now's the time, especially since a 4K restoration was released only a few years ago. Have you heard all of these tracks before, or did you find a new hidden gem? Let us know in those comments below.